We continue now at the top of Daf Yomi Gemara Meseches Nedarim. This is Nedarim Daf 5b. The Gemara continues, Leimo kasavar Shmuel. Let us say that Shmuel holds, based on what he said in the previous Amud, let us say that Shmuel holds, Yadayim she'ein mochichos lo haven yadayim, that if you say part of the phrase, but it's not exactly clear what you're saying, so that doesn't really count. And the Mefarish says, Leimo savar Shmuel Yadayim she'ein mochichos dahacha hoil v'lo amar mamish she'ani ochelach. Because what did we say in the previous Amud? Since the person didn't say she'ani ochelach, didn't make it clear that it was achila, so lo mucha milza de v'achila kamer. It wasn't clear that he was saying he's prohibited from eating the other person's food. Like we said in the previous Amud, maybe he's saying I'm separating from your business. Maybe he's saying I'm keeping my distance from you. V'lo mitzar b'achila, and therefore there's no isra achila. Shmuel saying since it's not 100% clear what the phrase means, therefore we say that that's not considered yadayim, and that's not considered a neder. That's not considered saying that you're not going to eat by the person. And so the Gemara says, yes, that is indeed the case. Shmuel mukim lo lemasnis, and Shmuel is saying that our Mishnah follows Rabbi Yehuda. It follows the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda. Diamar yadayim shein mochichos lahaven yadayim. Rabbi Yehuda says the yadayim shein mochichos are not yadayim, and he says that by get as follows. The Tanan, as we learned in Mishnah, this is a Mishnah in Gittin. Gufo shall get. When your person writes the get, the main part of the document is hareat muteres l'chol adam. You are mutter to all people. That's according to the Tanakama. Rabbi Yehuda says, no, you have to add the following. V'din dehavi lechem minoi sefer teruchin v'geresh shavukin. This document over here will be a document that will separate us from one another. In other words, when you say hareat muteres l'chol adam, so that's already a dayim she'ein mochichos. That's not 100% clear what you mean, and therefore you have to add that phrase, and that's our Mishnah as well. You have to make it clear. You have to add the phrase. The Mefarish says, Rabbi Yehuda Omer v'din di yehavi lechi tekasavar ilo kazbe mamish because Rabbi Yehuda holds if you don't actually write this clearly, lav mukha milsa devahai gita megarishla, it's not clear that you're using this document to affect the divorce. The yadayim shein mochichos lahaven yadayim, because yadayim shein mochichos are not yadayim, and therefore again Shmuel is saying that our Mishnah is following this sheet of Rabbi Yehuda. And the Gemara asks, Amai dochik Shmuel lu'ukma lemasnisin Rabbi Yehuda, but why is he forcing it and saying that our Mishnah follows Rabbi Yehuda? Lukma k'Rabbanan, why not say that it follows the Rabbanan? And afagav dein yadayim mochichos, and just simply say that our Mishnah is not true. You don't need the full phrase. Even without yadayim mochichos, it would be good enough. And to that the Gemara answers, Amar Rava says, Rava masnisim k'shisei. No, the text of the Mishnah itself bothered Shmuel, and that's what forced him to say the Mishnah is Rabbi Yehuda. Because Amai toni shani ochel loch shani toim loch. Why does the Mishnah have to say shani ochel loch shani toim loch? Why does it have to make it that clear with the extra loch? Listen, shani ochel shani toim. Just say that which I eat, that which I taste. Why say loch? So shma mina be'inan yadayim mochichos. You see from that extra word already that the Mishnah is making it clear that you need to make it 100% clear in the Yadayim, and you need to say the word loch. And Mefarish says over here, Masnisin Kashisa de lo matzi lo Rabban. He couldn't possibly say it was like the Rabban and listening Shani Ochel or Shani Toim. Lamali lememar loch. Why do you have to say loch? El hachik katani loch. The reason why that's there, that word is there, because over Yadayim shein mochichos lahaven Yadayim, because the Mishnah holds that if it's not mochiach, that's not Yadayim. V'katani Shani Ochel belvad v'lo kamar loch. If you just said Shani Ochel without the loch, lahavim ashma demuder mechaver. It's not clear that you're making this neder from your friend to get benefit from his friend. To and same thing, we would just say mudrani without the phrase shani ochelach lo mashma devachila ka'amar ela de lo mishta'ina badach. Again, that's not clear that we're talking about achila. That just might be that he's not going to speak with him, and so therefore, again, it's clear from the very phrasing of the Mishnah that the Mishnah is requiring yadayim mochichos shmamina binon yadayim mochichos. Again, that extra word lach shows us that you need yadayim mochichos. And the Gemara continues, Itmar, we have the following machlokas amoraim in general. Yadayim she'ein mochichos. When it comes to yadayim she'ein mochichos, again, you say part of the phrase, and it's not 100% clear what you're saying. So what is the halach? Is that considered yadayim or not? Abaya Amar havyon yadayim, v'Rava Amar lo havyon yadayim. Abaya says it's good. Abaya says it's good. It's considered yadayim. Rava says it is no good. It's not considered yadayim. Amar Rava says, Rav Idi asavrali. Rav Idi explained to me as follows. Amar Kra, the pasuk says, Nazir lahazir lashem. It says Nazir lahazir lashem. Makish yodos nazirus lenazirus. That pasuk, that's where we learn out yodos. It's actually comparing the yodos of nazirus to nazirus. To Nazirus itself. Man Nazirus b'hafla, just like a person becomes a Nazir b'hafla, meaning he explains clearly. Af yados Nazirus b'hafla. So when it comes to the yados of Nazirus, that also has to be expressed clearly. So Rava is saying that is the source, that Yadayim she'ein mochichos is not Yadayim. It must be Yadayim mochichos. And the Mefarish over here explains, Makish Yados Nazirus Kedamrina Le'el. This is following what we said earlier, to Milahazir Nafka Yados Nazirus. We said earlier on Daf Gimel that word Lahazir is what teaches us the concept of Yados. So Ma Nazirus Ba'afla de Bo'inan Sheyafarish LeNazirus. The halacha is you need to explain what you're doing, becoming a Nazir. Dechsev Ki Yafli, the pasuk itself uses the word Yafli. Af Yados Nami Bo'inan Sheyafarish LeDiburo. So too by the Yados, when you say part of the phrase, it needs to be clear. To Lo Mefarish Lo Have Klum. If he doesn't explain, it's nothing. The Yadayim Shein Mochichos Lo Havin Yadayim, because if it's Yadayim Shein Mochichos, so it is not going to be Yadayim. So in any case, this is a machlokas amurim between Abaya and Rava, and so now the Gemara suggests Lema bepluksa de Rabbi Yehuda v'Rabbanan kamiflagi. Let us suggest that this is the same machlokas Rabbi Yehuda and the Rabbanan. We just said that by get there's a machlokas Tanoim. So are we going to suggest that the machlokas Abaya and Rava is also machlokas Tanoim? It's a machlokas Rabbi Yehuda and the Rabbanan. The Tanan, as we learned in the Mishnah, this is the same Mishnah we just quoted above. Gufo shall get harei and muteris l'chol adam, according to the Tanakama. According to the Rabbanan, a get, the main part of the get is that it just says the phrase Harei Muteres L'chol Adam. Rabbi Yehuda Omer V'din Dehavi Leichi Minoi Sefer Teruchin V'get Piturin V'Yigeresh Shavukin. Again, Rabbi Yehuda adds, you have to have that phrase. It's through this document that it affects the separation. So let's say simply Abaya de Omer Rabbanan. Abaya says like the Rabbanan, you don't need Yadayim Mochichos, just the phrase Harei Muteres L'chol Adam. V'Rava de Omer Rabbi Yehuda, and Rava is the one that says like Rabbi Yehuda, you do need Yadayim Mochichos. You need that phrase V'din Dehavi Leichi Minoi. And so the Gemara says, not necessarily. Amar loch Abai. Abai can say to you, Ano damri afilu Rabbi Yehuda. I can even follow Rabbi Yehuda. Ad kan lo kam Rabbi Yehuda bo inon yadayim mochichos elagabe get. It could be that Rabbi Yehuda only said we require yadayim mochichos by get. To bo inon krisos v'leka, because you need to have krisos by a get. You need to have a real separation. Pasuk itself indicates you need to have krisos. Aval bi'alma mishamadle. But in other cases, who says that you require yadayim mochichos? V'ravam, and Rava can say, Ano damri afilu l'Rabbanan. I'm following even the Rabbanan. It could be that the Rabbanan say you don't need Yadayim Mochichos. That's only true by get, that you don't need it, and we'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Vav Amud Aleph.